Senator Kevin Cramer from the great state of North Dakota. Senator Cramer, welcome back. I was going to talk to you about mundane things like oil permits and gas stoves, which is really an attack on natural gas. But I just got to ask you, I'm sure you're following the breaking news just like everybody else. I want to get your take on this, and I'm particularly interested in this question. I asked Mike Pence, I asked Kevin, I asked McCarthy, I asked Kash Patel, where's the FBI? All right, the FBI didn't have any trouble invading Mar-a-Lago. Where's the FBI? These are crime scenes we're discovering. What do you make of it, Senator Kevin Cramer?
Well, a couple of things. First of all, you and I are having a much better day than Karine Jean-Pierre. But where the FBI is, who knows for sure?
I got to say that poor woman, because this is not of her making. But yes, I get that.
No, it is not, and she's doing her best. All of that said, you know, what we don't know is what's been going on for the last couple of months and prior. Maybe the FBI has been working really hard, you know, like they're supposed to, without bragging about it or televising it. But one of the things about the naming of a special counsel that I sort of wonder about, Larry, is will they use this as a bit of a shield? Because remember, in previous special counsels, it's provided a shield for potential witnesses, for documents that would, you know, those pesky House Republicans, you know, they might ask some tough questions like this. And now all of a sudden they have this cloak of secrecy that can, as you know, last not just months, but years and cost taxpayers millions of dollars. And while I appreciate the naming of a special counsel, sometimes I guess I'm just a little bit suspicious of what information we won't learn as a result.
Yeah, I think that's fair enough. Is there anybody, what is the relevant Senate committee? Somebody should look into this. I mean, you know, ideally this should be nonpartisan, all right? With special counsel for Biden, got a special counsel for Trump. I think there are double standards here, but whatever. Who's going to look into this in the Senate?
Sure. Yeah, so there's a couple of committees that could look into it. I don't know which one specifically, which jurisdiction would fall under specifically. If there's something, you know, whether it's in the Rules Committee or you know, some governance committee that would do this. Clearly, the Oversight Committee in the House is the obvious place, and no question they're going to try to look into it. But I really do think, Larry, that they will be stymied not just by the White House itself, but by the cloak that comes with having a special counsel. Now that doesn't mean they should let up on it. Remembering that the Democratic House broke some new ground when they held people in contempt, when the courts upheld that, and then of course that led to the Department of Justice actually convicting some people based on a contempt charge by the House of Representatives. You know, that's happened in the past where people have been held in contempt by a House committee, but it's never gone anywhere. So who knows? You're going to see a very big circus surrounding all of this. But at the same time, Larry, you know, in the whole "you can't make this up" category, what we'll be intrigued by is, with all of the pressure and the sentiment now on the current president, will that relieve some of the pressure on the former president?
What do you think?
And I believe it will.
Yeah, I mean,
I think it has to. I think if you have hypocrisy and you want to create equity, it can be done in two ways. Either treat the other guy the same as the first guy, or you treat the first guy the same as you're treating the new guy. And I think in this case, the lowest common denominator is the easier of the two. All of that said, Larry, to Vice President Pence's point, and he made it many times, and I applaud him for it. It's part of what we love about this guy and his integrity. Can we all admit presidents and vice presidents shouldn't walk out of the White House with classified information, no matter whose party they're in? And can we do something to make sure it never happens again? I thought what Vice President Pence laid out in terms of what his habits are, what his routine was, that's what everyone should do. You don't walk out of the building on the last day in office or in the middle of office without the right people reviewing it and saying yes, no, okay, but bring it back.
I know Mike Pence, bless his heart, and he has so much there. That interview, I mean, I'll look at it tonight when I have a moment. But basically, he says, I didn't do any of this stuff, and I didn't want to do any of this stuff, and that's exactly the right reaction. I mean, that's the fascinating part of it. I know. All right, Senator Cramer, I got to jump. They're all yelling at me. We're under a lot of pressure. Breaking news.
Of course they are.
I do want to. I hope your gas burning stoves are fine in North Dakota.
I wish I had one, but they'll never get my Weber grill. I don't care what anybody says.
Thank you, sir. All right, folks, we're going to take a quick break.